the whole applying to college process for a kid who hasn't really been in high school is interesting.
How so?
Well, they don't have a normal looking transcript because they don't have, well, you know, I was in this club freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, or and some, we found some schools who, even though we didn't think of the courses that he took as a high school student as his college, I mean, we were thinking of that it's his high school. That's what he needs. It's the level that he needs right now. The colleges were like, well, we're not going to accept all these transfer credits. We're like, well, we're not wanting you to accept transfer credits.
Because this is his high school experience.
Right, this is his high school experience. And so sometimes, you know, the really large schools receive thousands and thousands of applications, and if
it doesn't look normal.
Yeah, it doesn't look normal, and it might not feed into their metric in quite the same way.
Oh, that's so interesting.
But I remember people saying when he started taking college classes, well, that, you know, that's his, now he's going to have that as his college GPA, because it does, I mean, it's a college GPA. Aren't you worried about that? Like, well, as a parent of a 13-year-old, I have to think about what my 13-year-old needs. I also have to be aware of what my 20-year-old is going to need, but I can't dampen or ignore the needs of the 13-year-old trying to plan on these. And so we had to trust that was the right path for him.
With the University of Oregon, did it require kind of a one-on-one discussion with someone from admissions to explain why the transcript looked the way it did, so that they get the whole the whole picture?
No, he did work with a writing tutor, actually, to sort of really build his ability to write an essay that explained it.
Okay.
So he used part of the college essay requirement as a means to sort of explain, this is who I am and this is my path. And interestingly, Oregon has said they will accept his credits, but we still, like, you know, some people have said, oh, well, that's great, you know, he could probably finish his college degree in a year or two. Like, well, he's just 17. We want him to have 4 years of college. And we want him to have
4 years of college?
Yeah, he'll probably do a year abroad, and it gives him flexibility. Like, he can take classes in all different things, not because they fulfill a requirement for his degree, but because he has time
and interest
and interest. So
wow. Oh, that's very interesting. So I'm going to tuck this away.
We'll be calling you probably.
But remember, they're all so different.
Yes.
That's
yes, you do.
Yeah. You know, so what has worked for him is, like, my 16-year-old, who's the high school sophomore. She just figured out, she's like, hey, I could graduate at the end of next year. And I'm like, great, go for it, do it. And she's like, well, but then I'll miss the fun things my senior year. She's like, I have to do senior follies. And she wants the experience with her peers that she's been with since kindergarten. And
so how are you going to manage that then, in terms of keeping her challenged enough so that her interest level remains where it needs to be regarding school, but yet?
She also is doing CC+.
Okay.
It's
like, how do you slow it down without slowing it down too much that they're not being challenged?
So I think what she said, likely her senior year, she'll be in symphonic choir and French 6, and but then take classes at OU. But she'll still
have a connection.
And she'll still, you know, she's like, you know, I can't miss my senior year in Sympho, and she wants to be a part of the activities. And but she's doing an exchange program this summer, going to France, and like I said, she's taking she started taking classes through CC Plus.
College Credit Plus.
Yes, College Credit Plus.
And that name, as far as I know, is unique to Ohio. Other states call their
they can have a dual enrollment or
right, dual enrollment programs by other names.
Yes.
So.